It's February 2026 and the iPhone 16 Pro Max is not the newest phone anymore. However, I think this phone is fantastic for most people. Let's talk about it. It is no secret that iPhone prices have crept up time after time after time. Every single release, these get more and more expensive. And so what it's forcing people to do is go back into the past and ask the question, are there still good phones for people to use that might not be the latest phone, but they still are a great phone for the price? The 16 Pro Max launched in 2024 starting at $1,200, $1,199 if you want to get exact. But the cool thing about these older phones is that they do go down in price as time moves on. And so I actually think for most people, buying the brand new phone doesn't actually make sense because phone technology is not moving forward at a pace that's just so absurd that every single phone you should get. So first off, let's just talk about the build quality of an older iPhone. Obviously, the 16 Pro Max is still super new comparatively, but I honestly think this old titanium iPhone looks a lot better than the brand new aluminum iPhone. Now don't get me wrong, I really love having, the colors. The orange one looks cool. I got the blue one. I really like the blue one, but I do think the titanium just looks a little bit more premium. There's just something about this titanium that I think it's just really beautiful. Now, the aluminum on here does get scratched up, and we've seen that on the orange one, and it does get discolored a little bit quicker. And so that's kind of unfortunate that you're paying this much money, $1,200 for a phone, and it can get scratched up and get discolored, whereas the titanium one, this many years later, was it 2 years later, looks absolutely gorgeous still. So let me know in the comments below, which do you like? Do you like the new aluminum, the blue and the orange, or do you like the titanium of the older iPhones? Now, one thing to note is that the newer iPhones do have rounded edges, and so it doesn't fit in the hand with as much sharpness as the other ones, and so it actually feels like it's a little bit easier to drop. Like you see these corners, they're all rounded off right here, and that's just personal preference. And next up, let's talk about the quality of the screen on these older phones. It is pretty much the exact same screen that you have on your current iPhone. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is a 6.9 Super Retina XDR OLED display, which means that these blacks are gonna be just so deep, inky blacks. I absolutely love reading books on this phone, especially at night, because then you're not getting a bunch of extra lights. It's just the pixels that you need lit up that get lit up. And just the quality of this screen. It's got the 120 hertz refresh rate. It looks absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing that I can complain about with the screen on this guy. And so if you're gonna save money, you're getting just as good of an experience if your main workflow is you just want, you want your iPhone to watch YouTube videos and things like that. This one's gonna be great. Battery life on this iPhone is fantastic. It's gonna last you at least a day. I'm always a proponent for people not being on their phone as much as they can possibly be, and so I think battery life on these are fantastic. So if you get this phone, it's not like all of a sudden you're gonna go from the 16 Pro Max to the 17 Pro Max. You do see a little bit of a bump. There's, no lie, nobody can deny that. But it's just not that significant. The cameras on this phone look amazing. I mean, it's got the ultra wide, it's got the regular one, and the telephoto lens, which if you need it, you need it. I don't really need it that much. But those are all 48 megapixels other than the telephoto lens. That means that your regular photos, they're gonna look fantastic on an older iPhone. And then if you're somebody like a content creator, here's the fact of the matter. These phones, they shoot in 4K. Now, the sensor size is still pretty small. There's no way to kind of fake sensor size on these guys. It is still a very tiny sensor compared to something like this. If you look at me, all the background should be blurred out. If I do that on an iPhone, you're not gonna get that same kind of bokeh effect because it's just a smaller sensor size. But for what it still is a very beautiful image. And here's the best part about these older phones. You are getting all the way there pretty much on the most amazing features about Pro Max iPhones, and you're only spending about $800. Now that's in February of 2026. What a great price for such an incredible phone. This phone is still better than the current, regular model of iPhones. It's fantastic for the price. And so I think for most people, I'm gonna say 99% of people, you would be better served going with the 16 Pro Max than you would with the brand new 17 Pro Max. Take that extra $400 that you're gonna get and go ahead and buy yourself some kind of accessories for this. Buy a nice case, buy a Qi charger. ESR has those new Qi 2 chargers. They're pretty sweet. You can even buy AirPods for these things. I just think tech is at such an interesting place right now that you don't need the latest and greatest. You can buy an older product and it still feels so current. So if you're in the market right now and you're kind of curious, man, should I go with the 17 Pro Max, 16 Pro Max? My recommendation right now is just save your money. And unless you're really looking forward to the foldable iPhone, then I think the 16 Pro Max is the way to go. That foldable iPhone is gonna be pretty sick, but it's also gonna be really expensive. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you feel like the 16 Pro Max is still worth it in 2026. I think it is, but I could be wrong. Let me know. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see y'all in the next one.